After being pursued by the French Nieuport all the way back to the airfield, I said at dinner that this shows that our enemies are getting bolder and that we need more single-seaters in the air. Later after dinner, Büchner took me aside and told me that he, Immelmann and Bölke, who is scheduled to return to the squadron soon, have been using their status and influence to get more Fokkers allocated to us. In fact, they want to transform our unit into a pursuit squadron. The Aviatics are to be transferred to other units. I was shocked. Listen, he said. The idea is that currently our Fokkers are tied up escorting the two-seaters. If we can establish dedicated single-seater squadrons, then those can patrol the front line or high-value targets and operate against enemy incursions with greater freedom and a greater concentration of numbers. The enemy is getting stronger again, and we have to do something to keep the upper hand. You have shown good flying qualities, and I'd like to offer you a place in the squadron after the transformation. Do you agree? Of course I do, I said. You know that since the pilot training, I had the ambition to fly single-seat scouts. Good. It's settled then. And that is how I learned that soon my ambition to fly a Fokker will be fulfilled. Unfortunately, soon I will have to say goodbye to Otto and the other Aviatic crews. I imagine that Otto will get his own plane very soon. On the 7th we flew another uneventful mission, followed by a few more days of rainy weather. Hello there, and welcome to a new episode of our amazing Wings Over Flanders Fields campaign, where we play as the German pilot Felix von Berg, flying an Aviatic two-seater for FFA 62, based in Douai in Flanders. It is now the 10th of December 1915, and for the first time since a long time, we have clear skies, or few clouds. We had a long stretch of bad weather. And, well, we did fly a mission on the 7th, I believe that was. Let me just check real quick. Yeah, we flew a mission on the 7th, photo reconnaissance. However, the clouds were, well, they were quite dense, visibility was completely awful, and none of the photos were of any use to anybody. So maybe that's going to change today. Let me just take a quick peek at the newspapers. Yeah, there was an article on the 8th of December, okay. Yeah, that's a new one. Ground war quiet, air war goes on. The ground war remains quiet, as cold and snow blanket the front. Ever wary of attack, each side continues to send daily air patrols to observe and photograph the enemy. The Entente flyers have much the worst of this duty, as the German Eindeckers are an ever-present danger. The British and French have few aircraft capable of engaging the Eindecker on equal terms. As losses mount, the Entente command must surely be aware that new and better fighting aircraft are needed, and in large numbers, to reverse the tide of the air war. Yeah, as I said, we had some really bad weather. I didn't see any snow, but that might have been on the days where all flights were cancelled, so yeah. There's that. So apparently we already saw the first snow, or maybe it was further south than we are, that's also possible. Okay, let's go to the briefing, see what kind of mission they've cooked up for us today, because look here, we are going out in some force. I'm not alone. Ernst Kriener is flying his Aviatic as well with his observer, and we will be escorted by Max Immelmann and Lieutenant der Reserve Ernst Hess, two historical aces, although I do believe that Ernst Hess is not an ace yet. I don't think he has shot down anything yet. Yeah, so far he does not have any victories awarded to him. That will come later. Okay, off to the briefing we go. Let's see what it will be. Clear skies for the first time. Yeah, of course it's photo reconnaissance. Okay, fly over the region, take photographs of troop positions and movements. Our destination is the enemy's front sector, FF821, 13 miles away. That's close. They recommend that we fly at an altitude of 3 kilometers. Probably because of the good visibility that we expect today. So where are we going? We are going to this bulge on the front line. Just south of Vimy Ridge. Between Vimy Ridge and Arras, basically. That's good. I think that will be a good area to go to. I do believe I will leave the circle up waypoint where it is. Or should I bring it north? Yeah, let's bring it north. Like so. Okay, we are gonna circle up to 2,200 meters here. Then we are gonna head towards the front lines and climb to 3. Do not forget to bring the camera. There we go. In one of the previous videos, somebody asked, what's up with the flares here? Well, nothing really. So he's not gonna use those flares in any way, but yeah, I don't want to give him bombs, and I can't give him a camera because I'm the camera guy. So I'm just giving him flares because why not? Fuel reserve 75%. That should be more than plenty for this flight. More than plenty. I think I could even reduce this further. We are really not flying far. Let's reduce it further. 70. Do I dare to go lower? Actually, no. Let's go back to 75. I need a little safety cushion. And we will spend a lot of time just climbing to 3 kilometers. Yeah, okay. Now, let's go to the field and fly this mission. Okay. Starting the engines. And we are off. Isn't this a beautiful sight? Well, let me concentrate on the flying part real quick before I mess up the takeoff. But if we look around, look at this. Clear skies, just a few scattered clouds here and there. It's beautiful. We didn't have this for a very long time. Great visibility all around. Really, really good. That means we'll hopefully see enemies coming before they reach us. This is great. This is really great. Look at the visibility in the distance. We can see very far. Really nice, I enjoy this. It's a nice change from the oppressive clouds that we had for so long. And I'm sure that today we'll be able to take some good pictures of the front line. About time. Okay, let me bring down the mixture a bit. Like so. Throttle back a bit. Okay. It will of course take some time to reach altitude. It will take a lot of time in fact. So I'll cut the video here and I'll bring you back once we are approaching the front lines. Or if something happens along the way, which is always a possibility. You never know in this game. You really don't. So, see you soon. Welcome back. As you have just seen, we have on our way to the front passed an aviatic B2. He has flown off somewhere in that direction on his own mission, and we are almost at the enemy frontline positions where we are supposed to take the photographs. So we are now very close to that. In just a few moments we will be able to take the first photo. So far, no sign of any enemy planes and no sign of any anti-aircraft fire either, which I have to admit is a bit surprising. Considering the great visibility, I would expect a few batteries to be trained on us now. But who knows? I'm sure it'll come soon enough. Maybe we are not quite in range yet due to the bulge in the front lines. But down there, I can see the positions that we are supposed to photograph. So let's focus on that. Is it these ones? Yes. That's our first photo. Keep the plane steady. Awesome. Tina is flying over there, and our escort is sticking to him, leaving me to do the photo reconnaissance work here. They are providing, well, overwatch essentially. So I will fly back and forth a bit and take the remaining photographs, but I have a feeling that this day will be completely calm. The visibility is so good. I don't think anything can really surprise us today. That's great. Okay. I'll fly my rounds, I'll take some photos and we'll resume the video once I am done with that. Welcome back. I'm still taking photos, but Otto has spotted an aircraft and I'm now trying to figure out where it is and what it is. Actually, it's multiple aircraft. Two more approaching from the left. Should I be concerned? Yeah, I said earlier that the visibility is really good. However, that doesn't mean that no enemies can show up to have a little fun with us. The two aircraft on the left are breaking up. One seems to be going towards my escorts and cleaner. And the other one seems to be going for me. You know what? I have a bad feeling. Cleaner and the others, they are behind me there. I think I might want to rejoin them. Just in case. There might be bad things happening in just a moment. And there is strength in numbers. I can't spot the little shit. Or shits. Do well. These are my focus, right? Yes. And they're flying together towards the guy that seems to be flying after me. My guess is the guy is low. Probably approaching from below. I'm not sure. I want to rejoin with cleanup up there. Suddenly, it's fascinating really. The sky... Okay, Fokkers are diving. Enemy confirmed. Question is, can I support? Where is he going? Really low. Do I want to go there? Contact right side, enemy confirmed by Otto. Okay. That must be low. Yeah, down there. Of course it's a new port. At least one. That's... Why is this not centering properly? Hello? Did I press something? I'm trying to recenter my camera. There we go. Okay. What to do? You know what? I should just take more photos. I have 2 more plates. And I'm on the enemy side of the line. And I have a new port climbing towards me. It looks like the Fokkers are following cleaner out of the area. There. I see the anti-aircraft fire accompanying them. So... I think at this point I'm flying back as well. As I said earlier, I don't want to fight solo against that thing approaching from below there. Absolutely new port. No, we don't want that. We most definitely don't want that. We are getting out of here. If the camera jumps like this, it's really because I'm recentering my head tracking, which is acting up a little bit right now, and I don't... Oh, I know what's going on. Okay, recently I bought a new office chair, and this one has really good and easygoing wheels on my hardwood floor. And that's a problem. That's actually a problem, because the slightest rudder input sends me rolling away. Yeah. That's a bit weird. Is this the position that I'm supposed to photograph? I think it is. So let's take another picture here. And then we'll probably follow the others home. The Fokkers are really restricted by the obligation to escort us poor aviatics. It reduces their ability to really go after the enemy. But it looks like a fight to my left is going on. Fokker. Newport. Yeah, they are fighting. Okay. Picture. Should I intervene? It's a good question. Looks like the Newport is on the Fokker, damn it. That's not good. Let's take a look at that. That's an aggressive dive for a Newport. I think he's done. I don't think he's pulling out of this. Well, maybe he is, but I don't know. That looked very aggressive. Where exactly was that? Somewhere there. No, that's the Newport coming after me. Shit. I don't want a fair fight. Let's follow the others out of here. I've taken 4 photos. That has to be enough for now. Let's take another look at... No, that guy did pull out of that somehow. Maybe it wasn't as steep as the camera made it look. No idea if the Fokker is still alive or not. But I'm flying home. So we are there. To get back to Douai, I have to fly east-northeast. Like so. That's actually pretty alright. Looks like the other 2 are flying straight back home to Douai, so I'm just gonna follow. Now, there is actually a good chance that that Newport is catching up. I'm in trouble. If we can't force him to break off soon, then I'm in very big trouble. Okay. Let's get ready to fight this. Friendly. Fokker. Let's get into a shallow dive toward it. Join up with him. I don't know, maybe he was hit. Or... yeah, maybe he was hit and is actually trying to get home in one piece. And I'm bringing a Newport straight to him. That's not very gentlemanly of me. On the other hand, he's a Fokker. I'm an aviatic. Do your job, Fokker. Newport's still coming after me. No anti-aircraft fire. Not right now. We are quite high, so that might be a reason. But it's a chase now. Can I reach the Fokker before the Newport reaches me? It's not a chase that I enjoy. I mean, I can always just dive really hard. But, okay, now he's receiving anti-aircraft fire. I can always just dive really, really hard. But with how good the visibility is, there's a really decent chance that the Newport will spiral down after me. And then I'm down on the deck with no place to run. Oh yeah, he's receiving some flak fire now. Good, get him. He's catching up to me. That's bad. That's actually really bad now. He's getting very close. I'll steer right a bit. And then I'll go into a slow left turn to give Otto a field of fire. and still more or less head into this direction. Yeah, that guy is definitely coming after me. I'm diving a bit more aggressively now and kicking over the tail. Otto, now it's your show. Should have a field on fire. Yeah, there you go. Get him. Force him to rethink this approach. I will have to brake any moment now. Yeah, braking. He's getting too close. Whew. Dang, Otto is letting the machine gun sing. Where is he? Lost him. There. This is not a fight that I want to be in, honestly. He has the advantage. But I'm keeping him in a cloud of flak. And now I'm getting him in front of me. Okay. Pull back the throttle. Kick the rudder. Fields of fire are really not good. He's going low. I think he's fleeing. Still, let's make sure he gets the lesson. Yeah, okay. Traverse to the other gun, Otto. Ooh, did you see that flak burst? Actually, did you see that flak burst that came close to me? He realized now that he messed up. He's trying to get home. He's trying to evade. But the flak is tearing him apart. This happens when you go low over enemy territory. Never go low over enemy territory if you can avoid it, because this happens to you. Oh my god. Oh, how is he still in the air? Damn, even if I shoot down this bastard, he will be claimed by the anti-aircraft gunners, and I can't blame them. You know what? This guy is not making it home. I don't think he will. We are hitting him. I see bullet impacts on him. Otto is really laying into this guy. But this is just too damn dangerous for myself with the anti-aircraft bursts. I'm breaking off. It's better. This is too dangerous for me. Jesus. He is not out of this. He is so not out of this. I'm gonna observe. Man, I love the AI in this game. They will actually run away when they feel that it's hopeless. And this guy, I think... Is his engine fucked? Let me follow a little bit at a distance. And also... Or is he trying to just climb? I think he's trying to climb away from the flak. Yeah, he's in an aggressive climb. A very aggressive climb. I cannot follow that, I don't think I can. But you know, is he going suddenly very slow? Or is that just because he's climbing so aggressively? I think it's because he's climbing very aggressively. I can't linger too long here. He might receive reinforcements. It's possible. Yeah, he climbed aggressively for a bit and now seems like he's leveling out and just running away from the anti-aircraft fire. Turn back this way. We got a lot of hits into this guy. There's a really decent chance that he's not making it home. But who knows? With these aircraft, with these biplanes, if you don't hit something very important, like the engine, or the pilot, or some structural elements like wing spars, then your bullets just pass through the fabric without doing any damage. Just leaving a tiny hole behind, and that's it. That's where the saying meat or metal comes from. You have to hit either meat or metal to bring one of these planes down. Or well, that's at least the very best way to do it. Then, Dogfight in a cloud of flak. That was intense. But it looks like he's returning home. He's pretty much out of the anti-aircraft fire. He's over his own side of the line, so even if his engine stops now, he will be able to glide into friendly territory. I'm going home. Oh my god. What a fight. Did not expect to have that today. Really did not expect that. Damn, this office chair thing is annoying. If you have any advice for me on how to stop my chair from rolling away, please let me know, I would appreciate it. Now, where are we? I think that this is Lens. And if this is Lens, then we have to fly basically directly towards the east now to reach Douai. Speaking of, found it. There's the airfield. I've taken 4 photos. It will be interesting to see if any of these will be usable. Was it my airfield anti-aircraft guns that messed this guy up like this? It's possible. We came from that area. It's possible. And we also have an observation balloon right there, behind me. The battery station to protect it also intervened in this fight. How did he not get shot down? That guy is so lucky. That's the luckiest Frenchman ever. At least I believe it's a Frenchman. But that guy was extremely lucky. Did you see him weave through that anti-aircraft fire? That was a work of art and of beauty. That dance through the explosions. It looked really awesome. Man, I'm telling you, if this is the final episode that we have with the Aviatik, then it was a very awesome and fitting ending to this part of the series. Really awesome. Dry is the only airfield nearby, so this really is dry here. We are not mistaking it with some other airfield. That would be kind of bad. But I think it's fine. Let me see which way the wind is blowing. Okay, we are coming into the wind right now. I hear engines. The others are possibly coming into land. Yeah. Fokker just above me. Dude, you missed the show. Together we could have shot that guy down. We really could have. I heard a crash, did I? Did I? No, I think my mind played the trick on me. It's fine. Ooh, okay. I'm about to land. The wind doesn't seem to be strong today, so from which direction I land shouldn't matter too much. But let's still do it the right way, so to speak. Okay, pulling back the throttle. Office chair, stop doing that. Don't pull the throttle back too much. Increase mixture to full. Let me go past these trees and then we are going down. Bringing the throttle back further. And we are on a good glide path here. Oh, that was a nice landing. Take the skid in, and I am gonna head back to that tent next to the flag. I wonder if everybody's making it home. Come on. Didn't want to stop here. Go a little bit further. Go that way. And this is our stop here. Turn off the engine. Oh wow. Good news, I hear more than one engine. I hear a Fokker, and I believe I do hear an aviatic engine. In fact... No, that's another Fokker. Where did Krina go with his aviatic? So both Fokkers are here. There's the other one. But where's Krina? I think I hear an aviatic engine somewhere. In that direction. Don't see anybody. He might still be high up somewhere. Yeah. Aircraft. Getting it into view, which is a bit difficult, I gotta admit. Yeah, that's an aviatic. Nice. And who is landing here? Not quite sure. Okay. I will wait for everybody to land. And then we are gonna go to the debrief. See you in just a moment. Oh, and by the way, before we do that, let me just show you something. So, this tent was destroyed by an enemy attack. And over time, they will rebuild the destroyed buildings. So here we can see that the tent is being rebuilt. A new frame has been put up, and they are working on it. And that's quite cool. Over there it looks like a shed has burned down. That too will be rebuilt. And you will then see that it is being rebuilt gradually, which is quite nice. That's a feature of the newest expansion. Really nice. Okay, let's go to the debrief. Alright, the debrief, Staffelbericht or Squadron Report. Total flying time 72 minutes. Otto fired 245 rounds, of which 29 hit the enemy aircraft. So he didn't tear him up quite as much as I thought he did. An accuracy of 12%, I mean that's okay. Let's see. Observer is relieved, we landed back at our home airfield, we managed to take several good photographs, that's great. Our airfield has sustained damage, that's fine, we know that. Let's see, total of 2 machines took off successfully, 2 machines got to the patrol area, 2 machines reached the rendezvous point, 2 machines reached the escort detach point, and we made it back for landing. Let's go to the details. We can see that both of our Fokkers made it home. Immelmann received light damage. So he did shoot, but he did not hit, and he in turn received light damage. Has no idea what this guy did. Maybe he's the one who immediately turned away. Should maybe take a look at his morale. But okay. The most important thing is we are fine. Quick check, all 4 photos were good. Nice. That's really good. So to date we have taken 3 good notes, 13 good photos, and successfully dropped a bag with notes successfully at the frontline headquarters 1 time. Very nice. Now let's see what happens. A new day, December 11th, 1915. The war seems to go on forever, but there is no time to waste. Lieutenant Helmut Baer returned from leave. Congratulations, Gefreiter Felix von Berg, you have been promoted to Unteroffizier. Nice! I have been promoted. Currently the ground war on the front is quiet. apart from minor barrages and exchange of small arms fire. Be careful of machine gun nests when flying low over the front. Currently, enemy air operations are quite numerous and the air war has been dubbed the Fokker Scourge. Viel Glück. I've been promoted? Oh, that's awesome. That took quite a bit of flying. I started at the lowest available rank. When you create a new pilot, you can choose at which rank he starts, and I deliberately chose the lowest possible rank. And I've done such a good job to date that I've been promoted. I mean, yeah, if we look at my statistics, which I think is a good time to do now, we have flown 19 missions, but we have to reduce that number by 5 because I've flown 5 missions in Germany. Just training, basically. Extended training, I should call it. Flying hours, 23.82. That we have to reduce by 8 for my extended training in Germany. So we are at... wow. We passed the 15-hour mark. That's nice. We have 1 confirmed kill. And we have a medal. And we are now an Unteroffizier. Lots of missions flown. Yeah, this was all training. Then we had the 5 extended training flights in Germany. And then we started to fly on the front lines from the 4th of November. So for just over a month. And in just over a month, we have done some things. We have flown a lot of missions, as you can see. Taken multiple good photos, as we have seen. Otto has been a menace, shooting 700, almost 730 rounds in that time, of which 105 rounds hit, 14% accuracy, which is actually that's quite nice for an observer machine gunner. He's really good. He's really good. We have 1 confirmed kill, which was a Code 1 G4. And if you want to pause and read the narrative that I've written, then you can do that now. And we have been awarded an Iron Cross 2nd class. Yeah, and that is our career history so far. So, the training, the extended training in Germany, and then FFA 62, where we were transferred to on the 24th of October. As you have seen, the first mission we have flown a few days after that. And now we have been promoted to Unteroffizier. Very nice. That's really nice. I'm happy with that. Let's take a quick look at the mission. Just out of curiosity to see if that guy went down or not. Of course I didn't claim him because I didn't see him go down. But, you know, all air units... I just want to know. Just out of curiosity. Let me zoom in. No, that's too much. Zoom out. This should be good. Okay, we become airborne. And then we fly to our circle up waypoint. And Aviatik B2 becomes airborne. That's the one that passed us on our way to the front, I guess. German troops take hits from a Newport. A Newport was strafing the front line. That's a dangerous game. Yeah, looks like some Newports were strafing trenches. And that wasn't a good idea. Suffers fatal crash. Brought down by small arms fire, probably. Oh my god, they butchered them. 3 Newports down. Did they crash? I think they crashed into each other. Must have. That must have been a horrible collision. 3 planes, wow. You don't see that often. Some BE2s become airborne. I haven't seen a BE2 so far. More strafing of German troops on the ground. Seems to be the... yeah, with the same result. What's going on there? That's 4 Newports down in the same area. Huh. No idea what happened there. We are flying towards the front. An observation balloon takes hits from a new port. They will probably bring it down. Yeah, destroyed. I take the first photo. We fly around, I take another photo. Newport receives blast damage from an anti-aircraft gun. I take another photo. And then we start to encounter the planes and I decide that we shouldn't really be here. Okay, one Newport was forced down by damage from an anti-aircraft gun. I take another photo, and this is me now on my way out as I take the last photo and I debate if I should run away or not. Fokker takes hits from a Newport right here, just to the north of me. That's the little fight that we observed with the Newport and the Fokker. A Moraine L. They are still in service, my god. Okay, and my rounds hit the Newport, so we were already very close to Douai when we started that fight with him. And then the chaotic back and forth. I fly home. And yeah, he did go down eventually. But he did go down in friendly territory. So, just because it says he destroyed doesn't mean that he's dead. Not at all. He might just have, you know, crash landed, but able to walk away. The aircraft might be heavily damaged at least, or completely written off, but this does not mean that he's really gone. Escadrille 69, we'll take a look at them in just a moment. And I land back at home. We wait a bit, the Fokkers are landing, B2s are landing. Another Newport goes down back here. This was a bad day for them. And the Aviatik lands, and this is, I think, where we are ending the mission. Yeah. I took no damage, that's the important part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They lost 7 Newports this day. Escadrille 57, 4. Escadrille 69, 3. I mean, they did do some damage. They strafed some troops on the ground and they shot down an observation balloon in this, just in this hour that we were flying. But today was a really shitty day for them. 69, huh? Let's take a quick look into the room. Let's zoom in a bit. Enemy squadrons. 69. They came all the way from back here, from our Westness-le-Comte, flying Newport 10. And what was the other one? 57? Or 56? 56, I think. From La Bellevue down here. You have flown so far just to get really rained on today. By the way, just in case that you should wonder, the escadrilles or the enemy squadrons that you see here, that's not everything that's in the game. That's just those that are at the moment active in this region. We can also take a quick look at the ones, friendly ones that are active in Flanders. You know, just out of curiosity. So we have Bosta 2, Gistels, Yasta 1 is down in Bertincourt. It is not called Yasta 1 yet. It is currently FFA 32. It will later during the war become Yasta 1. They already have the Fokker E3, the bastards. Ah yeah, the Navy. Navy is here as well, in Jufmunster, up there on the coast. Flying Fokkers. Bosta 2, Bosta 3, Bosta 5. At this point they are not called Bosta. They are Brieftaubenabteilung Ostende. So, Carrier Pigeon Detachment Ostende. It was a code name basically to not give away that it's essentially what would later become bomber aircraft. If I were to fly for the Boster, then I would probably be going on bombing missions. Some have asked in the comments, will I show a bombing mission? I don't think I will. The squadron that I'm in, our job is reconnaissance, our job is not bombing. If I was in this unit here, then probably I would be able to show bombing missions. But I'm not. I just really want to see really quick if any other unit is stationed at Douai. I think it is, yeah. FFA 4B, the Bavarians, they are also stationed at Douai. Who else? So we are sharing our airfield with a bunch of Bavarians. Okay. Yeah, it's just 4B. Did I pass them? 4B. There we are. Feldfliegerabteilung 4B, B for Bavarian. They do have the Pfalz. Ah, that thing I wouldn't want to fly. This thing is really fragile and slow. Very much so. Extremely outdated. Oh boy. Okay. Let's hit done. Oh wow. I gotta say, this was an intense encounter. It really was, and I am looking forward to the mission on the 11th of December, which will again see clear skies. That's really nice. But I need a break now. I'm exhausted. I am. That fight was... oh my god. I was so afraid that I would be hit by my own anti-aircraft fire. And that's why I ultimately broke off the fight. I don't want to lose the career at this point to something as dumb as friendly anti-aircraft fire. So I think breaking off was the best idea. But maybe you don't see it that way. In that case, let me know what you think. For now, I will thank you very much for taking your time to watch today's episode. I really do hope that you have enjoyed it, and that you are looking forward to more. I know I said that last time, and maybe the time before that as well, but it really isn't long, or won't be long, before we are in a Fokker. And depending on what happens on the 11th of December, and maybe a day or two after that, maybe the next episode will already see me in a Fokker. Not sure. We'll see though. We will see. For now, once again, thank you very much, and I hope to see you again next time. Until then, have some really great days, and goodbye.